Dungeon Guardian Farm. Those are three words I never thought I'd be putting in the same sentence, but here we are. In the comments to this video, there were lots of excellent suggestions for things to try out with the infinite speed glitch, such as what would happen if you pointed it at a Dungeon Guardian. Special thanks to everyone here for the idea. The infinite speed glitch works by taking advantage of a bugged player state which happens when you mouse over an unobtainable chest, such as this unobtainable gold chest here. This might look like a regular gold chest, but this is actually the unobtainable trapped chest, known internally as fake_new chest 2. If I interact with it using Smart Cursor, it plays the animation that trapped chests normally play. For reference, here's a trapped golden chest. The unobtainable chest even has a functional wire output, toggling any wire object connected to it when opened, much like any other trapped chest. The aforementioned bugged player state happens when we mouse over this chest, wherein all of your vanity will disappear, you lose the ability to move, and your downwards velocity increases until you hit terminal velocity, because the game seems to think we're in freefall, even though we're clearly still on the ground. While in the glitch state, we are also immune to all contact damage, so it functions as a sort of partial invulnerability. So, while I'm mousing over the chest, the destroyer can't damage me, but as soon as I move my cursor, I will take damage. And if I move my cursor again, I'll die. But as long as I'm in the glitch state, contact damage, even that from bosses, has no effect, although projectiles are still dangerous. So be mindful of that. Note how I use the phrase unobtainable chest and not unimplemented chest, because there's actually a small difference between them. The three chests below me, while visually identical, are actually the regular gold chest, the unimplemented gold chest, and the unobtainable gold chest, respectively. Hey there, Editing Ethereal here. I realized that, for this entire recording, I was saying gold chest when I should have actually been saying golden chest. Gold chests are the ones which are found underground, while golden chests are the ones which are dropped from pirate invasions, and they're also the glitch chests which we're talking about right now. So you'll have to forgive me for any confusion this might cause. And if you can't, well, too bad. Alright, back to the video. The regular gold chest functions as you'd expect. I can open its inventory, add and remove items, and also give it a name. The unobtainable chest, as you saw, causes a glitched player state when I mouse over it. However, there's one weird caveat to this. The glitch state will not occur if the chest is outside of your block placement range. For example, with the regular player build reach of 5 tiles, I'm safe outside of 6 tiles, but the moment I get within 5 tiles, I get frozen. If I increase my block placement range to 8 tiles with something such as the Extendo Grip, I now get frozen at 8 tiles away, as this is my new build reach. The unimplemented gold chest, on the other hand, has no such restrictions. Whether you're right next to it, far away from it, or really far away from it, it makes no difference. This chest causes you to freeze all the same. Okay, enough about chests. Let's talk about the infinite speed glitch. Using either of the glitch chests and the Honey Goggles B mount, if you mouse over the chest while on the ground, your speed will begin to rapidly increase. The rate of acceleration seems to be about 120 miles per hour per second, or about 53 meters per second squared. To get an idea of just how ridiculous that acceleration is, we have already accelerated to more than 2.5 times the speed of sound, while not moving. I think you can tell where this is going.
That's a lot of damage!
With DPS gear, it's possible to deal almost 700,000 damage per second. And if we look at the replay, we're easily seeing individual hits over 100,000 damage apiece, with the low hits being only 60,000 damage. And without any sort of equipment and using a basic lance, we can achieve 60,000 DPS, which is still enough to shred most things in the game. The caveats of the infinite speed glitch are as follows. Firstly, the lance attack lasts for only 1 minute, after which you'll need to reset your velocity and attack with the lance again in order to continue dealing damage. Secondly, for better or worse, we can't move, meaning that whatever we want to attack needs to come to us. And lastly, projectiles are the bane of our existence. If we take any type of damage while in this state, the lance attack will also stop due to an intentional game mechanic. On that note, however, it's worth mentioning that certain weapons, such as the Phantasm, still function when in the glitch state, for reasons unknown. The same also applies to the Celebration Mark II, and all yo-yos. Though ideally you'll want one with an infinite lifespan, such as the Eye of Cthulhu and above, so that you won't have to constantly recast it. Unfortunately, nothing other than lances scales with your velocity, so this only allows you to continuously deal damage while invulnerable, rather than having the rapidly scaling damage like the infinite speed glitch allows, but it's still a useful footnote. And if you're not wanting to use lances, you don't need the B-mount. All you need is the glitched player state, and one of these weapons. You'll still get the partial invulnerability, but you'll also still get frozen as well. So let's put everything together. We have a glitch that deals high amounts of damage, prevents us from moving, and makes us immune to all contact damage. Let's go beat up some Dungeon Guardians with this. As opposed to the previous video where we built the transmutation machine on site, we're instead going to be transmuting fake_new chest 2 using our transmutation methods. In effect, this one chest functions as a portable infinite speed and partial invulnerability machine. In effect, we're going to transmute one of these chests, place it in the underground layer of a dungeon where Skeletron has not been defeated, hop on our B-mount, prepare a lance, and head inside. Be sure to stay near the chest so you're ready if/when the Dungeon Guardian spawns. Though, this might take a minute. Hello? Dungeon Guard? Oh, there we go. Okay. And there we are. A bone key. Or should I say, our first bone key. Okay, where are the Dungeon Guardians? I'm just gonna... I think I have scared off the Dungeon Guardians. Either that or the mob cap's full. Oh, wait. Now then, it's worth noting that the infinite speed glitch doesn't actually work on console. For reasons unknown, mousing over any of these glitch tests on a console version would simply cause the game to crash. However, the general setup I'm about to show you can still be used to obtain any item in the game. So, keep watching. I can almost guarantee you'll find it worthwhile. To set up the glitch, we need to obtain the unobtainable chest fake_new chest 2. So, let me show you how we can obtain unobtainable items. In this chest here is everything you'll need to set up the glitch. The main thing to note is that you can use any jousting lance for this. Even the weakest jousting lance with no gear is still strong enough to kill a Dungeon Guardian. However, stronger lances make it easier and faster. Step 0 for setting up any transmutation glitch is to be in multiplayer. On PC versions of Terraria, using host and play works just fine. However, for any console versions, such as mobile, PS5, etc., we need to do things a little differently due to version differences between PC and console. You'll either need to 1. Join someone else's server and set up the glitch there, or 2. Host the server and have a friend join and have them set up the glitch. Unlike with PC, where the setups can be done alone, as mentioned before, first double check to make sure that you're in multiplayer. Then, build a 4-block wide platform, hollow out the middle 2 blocks and place your trapdoor. Next, place 2 sand blocks on top of that, place some wood on the left, and then place another sand block on top of the wood. Then, place your bast on top of the sand, and then cover the bast with this upside-down U-shaped structure. This is what is called the hat for the Bast Statue. Your setup should now look like this. This next set of steps needs to be performed quickly. Take a sand block and a sandstone block and make sure that both are in your hotbar. Take the sand block and block swap it with this piece of wood here, and then we're going to take the sandstone and place it where the bottom left corner of the bast currently is, like so. What we've done is we've created an invisible floating Bast Statue head that exists only for the server. This floating bast head has earned the nickname the Philosopher Stone because you can use it to obtain basically anything. Now, we just need to clean up a little bit. This invisible bast head and wooden structure is the framework for transmutation. We just need a way to activate it. To do this, we're going to build a spot for the player to jump with a pressure plate on the right. This allows us to use our spacebar to activate wire, while leaving our mouse free to do other things. We're also going to want to place down our torch on the left side to help keep track of whether our Bast Statue is in the on state or the off state, because it's kind of hard to keep track of something that's entirely invisible otherwise. Now, we're going to take our wire and run it between the pressure plate and the torch. If everything was performed correctly, when you step on the pressure plate, you should see these stone breaking particles showing up. These are created by the invisible Bast Statue, and it's a known visual bug with transmutation in multiplayer. Now then, as a final setup step, we need to do what's called the stabilized Bast Statue, by effectively exploding a door before the door can accidentally explode. To do this, place down a door, open it, and then we need to set up the Campfire Glitch. To do this, toggle off the Bast Statue, place down a campfire, and then toggle the door 3 times. You should notice that the particles for the campfire will be present even if the campfire itself is invisible. Now then, to cause an intentional door explosion, right-click the top right corner of the campfire, causing the door to glitch out a little bit, and then place a block here. If performed correctly, a bunch of tiles should get deleted. Replace these tiles as shown. If all was performed correctly, you should still be able to use your Bast Statue for transmutation. We're now ready to obtain fake_new chest 2. Take your meteorite door, place it here, open it, and then toggle the Bast Statue from on to off. And you should notice that the top left corner of the door will change. Then, close the door by clicking the top left corner, and lastly, jump to reset the Bast Statue to the on state. And then repeat. Open, toggle, close, reset. This pattern is what we will be continuing until we reach fake_new chest 2. That said, however, any of the items you see underneath your cursor while transmuting, you can just obtain them by breaking the door. So, for example, if I wanted that pick saw that we just passed, all I need to do would be to break the door when it showed the pick saw, or that Shroomite helmet, or that umbrella slime banner. I think you get the point. Depending upon which door we start with determines the set of items we see while transmuting. There are ways around this, and those methods are explained in the Comprehensive Guide to Transmutation, which will be linked in the description and in the top right. We're getting close. Oh, and there we are. Fake_new chest 2. Now then, in order to actually obtain this item, we could break the door. However, in doing this, we would only obtain one fake_new chest 2. However, we want more than that. So this is where we're going to be taking advantage of MCGO, or the Multiplayer Campfire Glitch. To set up MCGO, first, make sure that your Bast Statue is toggled off, place down your campfire, and then toggle the Bast Statue 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Much like before, you'll notice that the particles of the campfire will reappear even if the campfire itself is invisible. Now then, in order to obtain multiple fake chests, what we need to do is we need to activate MCGO twice before resetting the door. The way we do this is first, be sure that your door is closed, otherwise the door will explode. Then, activate MCGO twice. 1, 2. Then, open the door. 1, 2. Toggle. And you can repeat this pattern as long as you like until you've obtained as many fake chests as you'd like. Now then, what happens if you do this when the door is open? Well, it destroys the door. However, we've already gotten what we came for. We've obtained fake_new chest 1 and fake_new chest 2. These are the unobtainable crystal chest and the unobtainable gold chest we've been talking about. They both do the exact same thing, so we can use either. And this setup we built here is a fully functioning transmutation setup. Depending upon which door we start from, we can obtain any item in the game, which is pretty powerful. And if you want to learn more about how to do that, check out the comprehensive guide to transmutation, where I show off more about how to use variants of this setup and explain how everything works. But even with just this here, it's possible to obtain a lot of items. And that's it. Once you've obtained your fake chests, you have your portable infinite speed glitch and portable partial invincibility. Remember, you can put these chests anywhere in your world, whether it be a boss arena, a mob farm, or if you just want to mess with your friends. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more Terraria glitches in the future, consider subscribing. And, as always, take care.